When it comes to me and James playing together, who's going to have the ball, who's not going to have the ball, it really doesn't matter. There's no, I don't have to prove to score 30 points. I've done that before. I don't have to prove to average 10 assists. I've done that before. I don't have to prove to get 10, 11 rebounds. I've done that before. My goal is to win a championship. So whatever it takes to be able to do that, that's what I'm going to do.
Is that BS or real talk, guys, from Russell Westbrook? Ooh, what about you?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
That's a hard, like, you know what? I'm switching. I'm going to switch.
That's weak.
No, because like you said about Kyrie, I believe he believes that. Right? I believe he's like, yo, it's not about statistics.
They're going meta. It's meta.
Like what I'm saying, he doesn't, he's averaged 3 straight years of a triple-double. He's won an MVP. He's done all of these things. So if a man's going to sit on a podium in a new city for the first time and say, hey, this is not about numbers, it's not about accolades, this is all about trying to win a championship, I'm going to believe him until I see something different.
He's right that he doesn't have to prove that he can score 30 and get triple doubles and all that. What he does have to prove is that he can play off the ball, because he's playing with the most ball dominant guy in the NBA.
But do you really want him to be the one off the ball?
Someone is going to, well, James Harden's going to have the ball a lot. James Harden is going to have the ball more than Russell Westbrook, and he should, because he's better with it. And so Russell Westbrook is going to have to prove he can contribute off the ball. He's going to have to prove he can dial in on defense, because he's not going to have the entire burden of an offense on him anymore. So I do think he has something to prove. And you know what? I think he can do it. I think he's skilled enough and explosive enough and still athletic enough to do it.
And that's where I disagree a little bit. I think Russell needs to be on the ball for the first 3 quarters. We talked about this earlier, because I think he's such a great assist man. And I think James needs to learn how to be a shooter and to get a pass and then create a move versus just ISOs at the top of the key. That style of basketball, we talked about shooting, right? Not winning championships until the Golden State Warriors changed everything. That brand of ISO basketball at the top of the key has yet to be, proven that it can win a championship. So I think a fast pace and then kicking it to James, I think that is probably a better way for them to play.
I do believe him when he says, I'm not worried about the individual stuff and the numbers as much, because I do think one of the things that's present for Russ that he wants to prove is that he can win with another big star. That we saw that they weren't able to complete it and win a chip when he and Kevin Durant were together, and then KD decides to leave him, and it was very personal, clearly, from the way Russ reacted to it. He and Paul George had a much better sort of working relationship, and they parted on good terms, but look, they didn't win together either. They didn't get out of the first round. So I know that it is important to him to prove that he can get this done with another star player like James Harden. I'm interested to see how that all works out.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.